Questions?
Yes, I have a question. Do you know yet about when you're doing, if anybody's out tomorrow or anything like that?
Not for certain. Julius will be out, and then we'll go from there.
With rest or an injury?
Yeah, he's not injured, just out personal leave right now.
When you look at so far the exhibition games, and it looks like this team could be more balanced across the board, but yet I'm sure as a coach you want to make sure it starts on the defensive end still.
Yeah, I think we have to have an understanding of what wins in this league, and we have to be strong on both sides. See, I don't think you can be strong on one side and not strong on the other. But we feel that if we defend and we rebound and we keep our turnovers down, regardless of how we shoot the ball, we'll be in position to win. And in this league, some nights you're going to shoot the ball better than others, but the constant should be your defense and your rebounding and not beating yourself with turnovers. And so, and you have to win games different ways. And so we understand that. But the idea is you begin with the end in mind. What are you going to need at the end of the season? And so you want the focus to be on daily improvement and be strong in both areas.
You guys, I know you talked a lot about getting more threes, or at least I asked about getting more threes. You guys were middle of the pack.
I'm all for it.
You guys were middle of the pack last year as well in free throw attempts.
Yeah.
Drawing free throws.
Yeah, well,
Is
I
that
mean,
something?
yeah, I think when you look at the value of shots, and obviously when we talk about it a lot as a team, it's in the restricted, your layups, your dunks, attacking the rim, getting to the free throw line, the high value of free throws, the corner three, obviously. Those are the things we're striving for in the right threes above the break, and we want to put pressure on the rim, and then make the right reads. And we feel if we do that, and how do you get to those shots? And it starts with your defense and your rebounding and pushing the ball and attacking before it's set. And if the defense does get set, then execute.
When you look at the second unit and Toppin, I mean, there are times last year maybe he was obviously a deer caught in headlights, but just his development, what he could add to that group.
Yeah, it was terrific. And he was actually very good the second half of the season. Like when you look at his net rating when he was on the floor, his on-off numbers the second half of the season, they were very good. The first half of the season, not as good. And that's typical of a rookie. And he had a great summer. I thought he played well in the playoffs. For a rookie in the playoffs, thought he played really well. And then he had a very productive summer, and he had a good fall. And now that's continuing in training camp. So there's a progression to it. He's hungry to improve. That group functions very well together. It's an added element with the way he can run the floor and the way he can finish. So I think the game has slowed down a little bit for him. He's put a lot of extra time into his shooting as well.
Are you guys definitely going to fill the 15th roster spot, or is there a chance you going?
Yeah, and there's great flexibility. I like what Leon and Wes and Scott have done. They're always looking, and we like the competition that we have in camp. We have very serious guys, and and we're looking for the right fit, and so that's important to us. And then every day we'll see what becomes available, and the players that give us the best chance to win, those will be the guys that we go with.
Was Julius not here today either?
No.
And how much, I mean, when you look at, obviously the preseasons, you wanted to create chemistry with these two new guys. Obviously, without Julius, does that hurt a little bit, the fact that it's a game they're not going to be
Well,
together?
I don't, the one thing about Julius that's funny, is he's here so much. He was here all summer. He was here all fall. He's around his teammates. He spends a ton of time around them. And that's what I love about him. He is the ultimate gym rat. And so these guys, even though they haven't played together yet in games, they've played together in the fall a lot. So they've gained chemistry from that. And it'll progress as we go. But the thing about him, it's his leadership. It's the actions that he demonstrates daily. And so if someone needs time, we give him time. So he's been terrific, and a day or two off is probably good for him, to be honest with you, at this stage.
Tom, his wife is pregnant, right? Like, really pregnant? Like,
Well, I don't want to get into the personal part of it, but yeah, it's for a good reason.
Tom, quickly, obviously, Immanuel kind of surprised everyone last year with how he played and how much he played. What are you hoping for his second year?
Just and that's what I love about him. He's so hungry. So he had a terrific year, accomplished a lot, all-star, all-NBA, most improved, and then incredible drive all summer long. And so he wants to always, when you look at his career, that's really been the thing that he's done. Every year he's gotten better. So I think your experiences teach you things too. That was his first experience in the playoffs. I think he has a much better idea of all the things that he'll be facing this year. I think our team understands that. We know what we have to work on. And it doesn't happen overnight. You have to work at it every day. You have to build the right habits. And so when you have that type of leadership coming from him, and then you add in a Derek and a Kemba, and then an Alec Burks, a Taj, those are great veteran leaders that have been in a lot of wars, and so it helps move the whole group forward. And that we talk about that all the time. We want a team of leaders, and the challenge of all of your best players is to not only bring the best out of themselves, but to bring the best out of the group. And so, and they come in every day and they play for each other and they're working for each other. And we understand that we have to do this together. It's not going to be done by one guy.
For him to put in all that time after a great rookie season, what did that tell you about him?
About,
Immanuel.
oh, I love the guy. There's probably no one who spends more time here than him. Julius spends a ton, but I mean, and he just loves the game so much. There's really not a lot of other things that he does. So it's come here, work, leave, come back again at night, work again, study film, get ready for the next day, get ready for the next game. He's a really good competitor. So in practice, if it's a shooting drill, if it's a competition drill, if it's whatever it is, you're going to get all he has. And so I think that helps move the group. I think it helps your team improve when you have guys that practice that way and focus that way. And he's highly motivated. I think he looks at all the things that have happened throughout his career. When he went to Kentucky, his freshman year wasn't a great year. His second year was phenomenal. Player of the year. Comes in, drafted. A lot of people had him projected in the second round. Right, so he gets drafted late, and he has a terrific rookie season. And again, same thing. Like he came in almost the day after the season, and he wanted to play in summer league. Usually you get you guys that have played the amount of minutes, they don't want to do that, but he wanted to continue to grow. A big part of player development is playing in those games in the summer. So all the things you're doing in drills and in the gym. Go out there and see how that transfers to a game. It's not an NBA game, but it's a whole lot better than pickup ball somewhere. So and that's important. And I think challenge yourself to grow every year. And I don't care whether you're a rookie, a second-year player, a 10-year player. I think the great players in this league always are adding to their game.
Is there one area you think he can take a step forward this year specifically?
Well, I think we saw that this summer. I think. The playmaking, he's a lot more comfortable. I think he understands NBA defenses now. He knows where the holes are. He knows that he's going to get blitzed a lot, and not to fight pressure with pressure. He knows how to get rid of the ball quick. He has a progression of reads, and so just attack that way. He knows how to attack the blitz to find a shot too, and I think that's important. But getting his teammates involved, and then the defensive aspect of it, I think the more times you play against somebody and the more times you play against a team, the better understanding you have of the league. And he's gotten stronger, too.
Tom, do you have any idea who's going to fill Julius's minutes tomorrow?
We'll probably get a look at Obi will get some more minutes. Kevin will play more, so we'll get a look at that. So it's good. We have good quality depth, and I want to get a look at some of these guys.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep, thanks.